Welcome to my YouTube channel. Dive into the magic of African folktales, where wisdom, wonder, and culture come alive. Like, share and subscribe. Let's begin.
A gust of wind rattled the door of Mama Ifeoma's braiding hut as a sharp scream shattered the silence of twilight. In that heartbeat, one could sense something was terribly wrong. A rule had been broken. In the heart of the ancient village of Umuobi, where traditions were woven into everyday life like threads in a vibrant Ankara fabric, there lived a braider named Mama Ifeoma. Known far and wide for her swift hands and immaculate braids, Mama Ifeoma had a secret, a strict rule that had never been questioned: no mirrors were allowed in her modest hut. From sunrise until the village's evening drumbeats, people flocked to Mama Ifeoma's hut. They cherished her talent and trusted her word. No one dared ask why the rule was so strict. The townsfolk whispered among themselves and respected the custom, passed down through generations to keep their community safe from unseen misfortunes. Yet not every soul was content with keeping silent. One misty morning, a young woman named Chidinma arrived at the hut. Chidinma was new to Umuobi, having left the bustling energy of Lagos behind. Curious, brave, and unafraid of old customs, Chidinma had heard about Mama Ifeoma's famed skill. She hoped to get her hair braided before attending the annual village festival, a celebration of community, harvest, and ancestral blessings. Chidinma carried with her a small silver compact, a family heirloom polished to a bright shine. Unaware of Mama Ifeoma's strict rule, she tucked it into her bag along with a few other personal trinkets. As she approached the entrance of the braid hut, Mama Ifeoma's keen eyes scanned the items. When her hand brushed against the cool metal of the compact, Mama Ifeoma's expression shifted to alarm. "By the ancestors!" Mama Ifeoma exclaimed, her tone a mix of fear and stern resolve. "How dare you bring an object of reflection into my sacred space? This is forbidden." Chidinma's cheeks flushed with embarrassment and confusion. I am sorry, Mama. I did not know," she stammered. In that moment of panic and respect for Umuobi's customs, Chidinma quickly set her compact aside outside the hut. She pleaded, "Please, let me stay. I promise I will follow your rule." Reluctantly, Mama Ifeoma nodded. "Very well, child. But remember, no mirror or reflective item is to be near while I work on your hair." Chidinma settled into a carved wooden chair placed before Mama Ifeoma. The scent of warm oil and the low hum of traditional lullabies filled the space as Mama Ifeoma began her work. Her deft fingers twisted and braided Chidinma's hair, each intricate pattern echoing tales of forefathers and age-old lore. As the braids took shape, Chidinma's eyes wandered, absorbing every detail: the woven baskets filled with herbs, the earthen pots, and the portraits of village elders on the wall. Yet, one corner of the hut remained deliberately bare, as if to remind everyone of the absence of mirrors. When the braiding was complete, Chidinma's curiosity about the mirror rule grew. Lowering her voice, she asked, "Mama Ifeoma, may I ask why you ban mirrors from this hut?" Mama Ifeoma paused, drawing a slow breath. The soft ticking of the village clock filled the silence before she spoke. "Many years ago, a strange spirit helped me gain the gift of braiding. His assistance was swift and relentless. But his help came at a steep cost." Chidinma leaned in closer. "A cost?" "Yes," Mama Ifeoma said softly. "When I was but a child, my mother took me deep into the forest where our ancestors speak through nature. There, she made a pact with a spirit who dwells in reflections. In exchange for giving me the gift of speed and skill, I was bound never to let any mirror be near me as I work. For if a mirror catches his image, he may break free, and if that happens, dark misfortune will follow us all. Chidinma's heart pounded as she pictured the spirit lurking behind glimmering glass, a silent, malevolent force waiting to be unleashed. "I understand," she whispered. "I promise never to tempt fate again." In the days that followed, the story of Chidinma's visit wove itself into the fabric of Umuobi. But not everyone was content with an old custom enforced by fear. A determined young man named Emeka, whose thoughts danced between the rich folklore of his people and the energy of modern ideas, had also heard murmurs of the spirit that once aided Mama Ifeoma. Emeka was determined to learn the truth. One bright afternoon, with the sun filtering through mango trees and casting long shadows across the village paths, Emeka resolved to visit Mama Ifeoma's hut. He hoped to uncover not only the secret of the spirit but also to find a way to free Mama Ifeoma from her ancient pact. Inside the hut, as Mama Ifeoma braided the hair of a familiar village elder, Emeka knocked gently on the small wooden door at the back. With respectful confidence, he asked, "Mama Ifeoma, may I speak with you for a moment?" Mama Ifeoma, her hands steady yet her eyes softening at the sight of the young man, beckoned him over to a low table where an earthen bowl of steaming herbal brew awaited. "Speak, Emeka. What weighs on your mind?" Emeka took a deep breath. "I have been wondering about the spirit you mentioned, the one you made a pact with. I believe that our traditions hold secrets that can be revisited for the good of all people. Is it possible to free you from that bond?" Mama Ifeoma's gaze fell to the patterned floor. "You are very brave, Emeka. I, too, have long dreamed of the day I might braid without fear. My gift was granted by a spirit who thrives on control. My mother, in her wisdom, made this pact, hoping it would protect us. But the curse was unforeseen. If a mirror catches his reflection while I work, his presence is drawn near, endangering us all." Emeka's eyes shone with determination. "Is there truly a way to break this pact? May I seek the guidance of the village elders and the revered priestess who lives at the edge of the sacred grove?" Mama Ifeoma smiled, a mixture of sorrow and hope softening her features. "I have hoped for help, Emeka. If anyone can break this ancient hold, it must be you. Visit Neka, the priestess of the grove. Her knowledge of the old ways may give us the answer we need." Emeka wasted no time. That very afternoon, he set out toward the sacred grove, a hallowed place of whispering trees, soft rustling leaves, and the fragrant aroma of wild hibiscus. The grove was believed to be a meeting place of the ancestors, where the wisdom of the past and the strength of nature intertwined. After a short, winding walk along a red earth path, Emeka arrived at a small clearing where Neka, draped in a bold Ankara wrapper and adorned with beaded jewelry, waited. "I know why you come, my child," she said, her voice gentle yet powerful as if echoing the voices of many forebears. Emeka bowed respectfully. "Priestess Neka, Mama Ifeoma is bound by an old pact with a spirit called Ikema, the reflection dweller. Is there a way to free her from this curse?" Neka nodded slowly. "Ikema is a spirit once free to roam between worlds. Long ago, our ancestors bargained with him to gain the art of swift braiding and healing touch. But that bargain carries a heavy burden. Should a mirror capture his image, he is drawn out and his power may bring disaster upon us all." Emeka frowned, absorbing her words. "So that is why Mama Ifeoma must keep mirrors away." "Exactly," replied Neka. "But there is hope. It is said that a specially prepared mirror, crafted with our ancestors' wisdom and blessed with pure intention, can capture Ikema's essence and sever his hold. This mirror must be made with unity, bravery, and the strength of our traditions." A spark of determination lit Emeka's eyes. "I will do whatever it takes." I will return to Mama Ifeoma with this knowledge so that together, we can forge a plan. Emeka spent the next few days gathering ingredients for the sacred mirror. He visited the village blacksmith, who had once fashioned ceremonial artifacts. He sought advice from the herbalist, who knew the magic of local roots and leaves, and he listened intently to the law of respected elders whose words carried the weight of generations. Under Neka's meticulous guidance, a mirror was crafted, its frame carved from Iroko wood and inlaid with small pieces of cowrie shell that symbolized hope and unity. Its reflective surface was made of polished obsidian, its dark shine tinged with midnight and starlight. With the sacred mirror carefully wrapped, Emeka made his way back to Umuobi. As he approached Mama Ifeoma's hut, the early morning sun cast soft beams along the village paths. There, he found Mama Ifeoma preparing her space with quiet resignation and cautious hope. Respectfully, Emeka laid the sacred mirror on a woven mat before her hut. "Mama Ifeoma," Emeka said softly, "I have brought you something that may finally free you of this curse." Mama Ifeoma's eyes filled with a cautious hope as she studied the mirror. "Tell me, child, how does it work?" Emeka explained simply, "This mirror has been crafted with the blessings of our ancestors. When its surface reflects Ikema's image, it draws him in and binds him once more. In doing so, his power over you, and our community, will be broken." Tears glistened in Mama Ifeoma's eyes as she recalled the burdens of years past. "Let us do this together," she said with quiet resolve. "For too long have I carried this curse in silence." Word of the ritual spread quickly throughout Umuobi, and soon a crowd gathered around Mama Ifeoma's hut. Villagers peeked from carved doorways and thatched windows, their hearts beating in unison with hope and trepidation. Before the ritual could begin, Priestess Neka joined them, offering solemn blessings and words of guidance. Together, they transformed the braid hut into a space of renewal. Under the ancient Iroko tree that towered in the center of Umuobi, Mama Ifeoma sat with the sacred mirror carefully placed before her. Emeka and Neka stood on either side. As the steady rhythm of the talking drum began, Mama Ifeoma recalled the pact made in her childhood. With steady, trembling hands, she slowly waved the mirror in a ritual dance that mimicked the intricate flow of braids. The mirror's surface shimmered in response, drawing forth a wisp of darkness from the corner of the room. A cold wind swept through the hut, and from the mirror's depths, the dark shape of Ikema began to emerge. His face was faint, a twist of anger and sorrow intermingled. His eyes glowed as if daring those present to falter. The gathered crowd fell silent, each person holding their breath in the charged atmosphere. With a voice both clear and resolute, Mama Ifeoma spoke, "Ikema, spirit of reflections, you who have haunted me for so long, I now release you from this cursed bond. May you find peace in the realm you came from." As she recited the sacred words passed down by Priestess Neka, Emeka lifted the sacred mirror high. Its surface pulsed with otherworldly light, rippling like the surface of a dark pond. Ikema's form writhed within the mirror, dark edges flickering in turbulent patterns. For a long moment, it appeared as if he might break free entirely. Then, the mirror's glow intensified, drawing him in with irresistible force. With a sudden surge, the mirror pulsed, and in that moment, Ikema's image was sealed within its depths. A collective sigh of relief swept over the gathered villagers as the mirror's light dimmed and the dark spirit was captured and contained. Emeka gently lowered the mirror, now inert in its magic. Mama Ifeoma's hands trembled with gratitude as she whispered, "At long last, I am free." The drums resumed, softer now, as if in acknowledgement of a great burden being lifted. The ritual ended with the joyous beating of feet on red earth and the soft humming of ancient songs. The community celebrated not only Mama Ifeoma's liberation but also the unity, courage, and wisdom that had broken the chains of an age-old curse. In the days that followed, Mama Ifeoma's braiding hut underwent a gentle transformation. The old rule of no mirrors was replaced with the wisdom born from their shared ordeal. The sacred mirror, now safely stored away as a reminder of the past, became a symbol of hope and a testament to community strength. Clients began visiting not only to enjoy swift, beautiful braids but also to hear the tale of how a deep-rooted tradition was courageously challenged and transformed. Mama Ifeoma embraced her work with renewed joy. No longer haunted by the chilling presence of Ikema, she even allowed her customers to bring mirrors if they wished, a small change that spoke volumes about overcoming fear with understanding. Chidinma, the young woman who had once unknowingly tested the rule, became a regular visitor, her heart warmed by Mama Ifeoma's transformation. Emeka, whose determination had sparked the day of liberation, was celebrated as a brave seeker of truth. His respectful challenge to an ancient custom had opened a new chapter in Umuobi, where tradition and progress learned to walk hand in hand. When the season turned and the harvest festival came, Umuobi shone brighter than ever. The village elders recounted Mama Ifeoma's story as an allegory of hope, that even amidst ancient curses and old bonds, the unity of community, bravery, and wisdom can change destinies. Songs were composed and passed down, their simple verses reminding everyone that every rule carries a history, and every history can be reshaped by courage and compassion. Mama Ifeoma smiled as she braided the hair of an elder, the lines on her face softened by peace. "We honor our past," she said gently, "but we also shape our future with the choices we dare to make." In every twist and braid, every careful stroke of her skilled hands, lay the victory of a long struggle, and the promise that every soul can break free from old shadows. Thus, in the heart of Umuobi, beneath the ancient Iroko and under the watchful eyes of their ancestors, the tale of Mama Ifeoma's braiding hut became a beacon of hope. A reminder that tradition holds wisdom, yet growth comes when we question and learn, and that sometimes, breaking free from an old rule is the first step toward a brighter future.